Oi Kahnawake Ronu, what's going on sa Wagwego? Gate Rio, your Jets Hio Kirby here with you. Once again, a wonderful morning in Kahnawake and a great initiative from the community and also from McGill University in the name of Sultana Makridis, who is a PhD candidate and who is doing her thesis here in Kahnawake. Now, one of the things she was so interested in is coming to Kahnawake and doing a study on health and safety here in the community. But of course, this is more international than anything. And it's about, taking and getting the kids to school. And it's called the School Travel Planning Project. We're going to talk about the health and safety and also how great it is to get those kids out and off the buses and actually walking, biking, running to school. So there you go, folks, a little bit of what is going on here today at the Kahnawake School and also at the Kahnawake School here in Kahnawake. Okay, we're here with Sultana Makridis. Am I correct? Makridis. I got it right. Thank you. Anyway, Department of Kinesiology and also Physical Education.
That's correct.
From McGill University.
Yes.
And this has been going on for several years. I mean, decades.
Right, that's right.
This initiative to get, kids walking and also in healthy education.
It's an initiative that actually started in Denmark in the 70s because of the high mortality rate from pedestrian accidents. And then since then it grew and it became an international sensation. And Canada picked it up in Toronto in '96, and that is now the Active and Safe Routes to School. And the U.S. is doing it as well, called Safe Routes to School. So schools across Canada right now and across the U.S. are also participating in International Walk to School Week.
Now, are we hoping to have this, continue? I mean, like I said, not a one-shot deal. You're hoping that this will actually catch fire.
Yeah, I think it will. Both schools are taking on the action plans that involve, different things. Like you saw, there's some of the teachers have handheld stop signs. That was one of the actions. Get those. And the walking school bus was the big thing. So because of a lot of kids, they were concerned. They do live outside of the walkable distance. So how do we include them so that they don't feel left out? So they came up with this idea of having the bus drop off here, and it's equal distance to each school. And people sometimes they're just they're living further, or there's a fear of whatever concern it is out there right now. But the idea is to get kids to walk to school in groups. The idea of a walking school bus so that kids can walk together in groups of 3, 4, 5, 10 even.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah, safety in numbers.
All right, we're back, and here with Ganyet Danoro from Kahnawake School. He's the computer teacher here, and boy, first of all, that's a prime job.
I'm enjoying myself. Third year here. Big change from gym at Kahnawake, but I'm loving it here.
Excellent, excellent. All right, all that being said, now we come to today's project. How did this come about through Sultana and McGill University?
Well, from what we know when it was presented to us, she was writing her thesis. She wanted to know walking routes and basically that question, why aren't students walking to school anymore? So when it was brought to us, we were given the radius after a long study that people were waiting outside they were counting buses, counting people that rode their bikes in, walking to school, and it was decided that we had a low percentage of students that actually walked or biked to school. So in the interest of health and well-being, we decided to put this in place where at least once a month we're going to do the walking bus, where we're going to get as many students as we can to walk from a designated spot in town, hopefully further and further away each time, just to promote health, just to show them that you can walk to school, you can do it. There's health benefits. It's kind of like a social activity, and just to show them what we used to do when we were younger.
Yeah. And of course, when we walked to school, we did walk in bunches. I mean, we never really walked alone. And I think that may have been a parent's concern somewhere along the line when it came to safety. Of course, with, mass media out there, I mean, an incident can take place and all of a sudden a parent feels unsafe for their child and wants to protect them. Was that part of a talking point for parents to say, I'd rather have my child get on the bus and be safe?
Yeah, I agree what you were saying. It's really a safety issue, and we want to show parents that it is still safe for your children to walk to school. We're walking with them. There's always safety in numbers, not the scary ones saying don't walk to school, but definitely the community's opened up more to visitors, but we're still saying we're promoting it as health. It's safe in numbers, and the walking bus, there's always 6 to 7 adults, so we highly recommend allowing your child to come out and walk to school with us.
I'm Heo Kirby for Mohawk TV. Have yourself a great week.